Hi, you all. My name is Tim Loomis. This is my business partner and friend, Chris Shores. And today we are going to go over some common things to look for at your walkthrough inspection before closing.
All right guys, so welcome back to our last and final video of 2022. We've done 52 videos for you this year, one video a week. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and follow. We really appreciate it. Also, we have a White Whale weekly email. If you'd like to subscribe to that as well, just leave a comment in the messages below. Leave a comment below, and we'll add you to the list, or go to our website directly at whitewhalerealestate.com. And we'd be happy to add you to that list to keep you a little bit more updated with what's going on in the market on a week-to-week basis. And outside of that, let's go take a look at the inside of this beautiful home that we just helped our clients purchase in the HOA community in Daytona Beach. All right, so usually when we start the videos, Tim and I let you know a list or how many items are gonna be. So as you can see, that can be a very long and arduous, daunting list. So Tim and I want to make this quick walkthrough video so you can have some really good idea of some key items that you should make sure when you're doing your final walkthrough to make sure that the house is in good condition. As you can see, the power just went out on us. You want to make sure when possible that you do have access to utilities, water and power is on for your final walkthrough. That way you can make sure all the appliances work the way that they should, AC's running, and there's water running through the sinks and toilets and faucets the way that it should be as well.
So good thing that we already did the pre-closing walkthrough on this property, and we're just here to drop a gift off, and that's why we're doing the video. But next thing up, when you're doing your pre-closing walkthrough, make sure that everything that should be in the house is in the house, and everything that shouldn't be in the house is not in the house. So what do I mean by that? Your appliances. Was there 2 ovens here before? Are they still actively working? Make sure the door isn't gonna fall off when you open it up, that your refrigerator is still on and functioning. It's cold, so it's still working. Your dishwasher, you wanna go ahead and take a look underneath your sinks just to make sure that nothing had gotten maybe jammed down the sink, caused any kind of leaks under the sinks between the time that you had previously seen the house to your pre-closing walkthrough.
So as Tim just mentioned in the last clip, it's really important to make sure that you know what is supposed to be left and what is supposed to be taken away. And that's why it's really important to have a trusted local area professional that is proficient in understanding Florida real estate contracts and what is legally required to be left behind. Right now, TV mounts are legally required to be left behind, so it's really important to make sure that you have somebody in your corner to help make sure that the process goes smooth for you and that everything is left behind that it's supposed to, so that way there isn't any hiccups on closing day. So this is one thing that's supposed to be left behind. Washer and dryers, are they here? Are they not? Should they be here?
Nope, no washer and dryer in this one. So the washer and dryer is something unlike a TV wall mount that is supposed to be left behind. The washer and dryer is actually negotiated with the contract. Sometimes the buyer already has a washer and dryer they want to bring. Sometimes the seller really needs to take it with them because they don't have one where they're going. But that's something that you would negotiate within the contract. In this situation, it did not come with the house, so we're standing in an empty laundry room.
Thank you to the sellers for leaving this guy here. This can definitely come in handy, and while this is not part of the final walkthrough, it is a good idea to bring a roll of toilet paper with you on the walkthrough and day of closing, because some sellers are not that nice and won't leave you the toilet paper. One of the things we do want to talk about though here is drywall, making sure that all the drywall is relatively the way that you saw it. This is going to be major drywall issues, major holes due to furniture moving, kids being rambunctious with empty rooms. Whatever happens when you are moving and there's something major that happens, this should be corrected. It should be patched and painted the way that you found it when you saw the house and wanted to purchase it and put it under contract. This isn't going to be for any minor things, little scuffs and little tiny dents or dings. The seller should be good enough to kind of take care of these, but it's not enough to prevent closing from happening. So kind of just take this as have a little bit of leeway with it, I guess, if you will.
Awesome, thank you, Chris. That actually leads us to the next item on the list, is to make sure that the toilets are flushing. So go around, just do a quick flush, make sure everything's operating, functioning as it should be. While you're up there, go ahead, find your AC, your thermostat, make sure that the temperature stayed consistent with what the AC is set at, AC or heat, depending on where you're at. And then if you do have a pool, like this home has this beautiful pool area, just go ahead and check, make sure the pool was clean, that obviously the pump back there's nothing wrong with it, or you don't want a smoking pool pump, that's for sure. So make sure you check all these things. You don't have to go too far into detail, but just basic functionality, make sure that it's all working as it should be and as it has been since the last time you were at the house.
And lastly, you want to make sure that you have all the keys, garage door openers, access to outside storage facilities, access to, if you're in an HOA community, if there's clubhouses, pools, gates, barcodes, scan entries,
manuals for appliances, or garage, you say garage door keys?
Garage door openers,
but also if there's a keypad on the outside. Basically any of the little things that could come in handy as a new homeowner owning that property, any kind of certain ways to do things, or if you have a water softener, anything like that, you just want to make sure you have more information on it.
Yeah, definitely. And to that note too, if there are any appliances or home warranties or termite bonds or anything that is transferable, it's best to get that done before closing, because a lot of the times after you close, that seller doesn't have anything to do with you anymore and probably is not going to be super helpful. Not that they're trying to be nefarious or negligent with you or anything, but life goes on. Yeah, life goes on, and that's their closed that chapter. So it's tough to get them back sometimes. So just make sure all that stuff is transferred before closing, when and if possible.
Exactly. So don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, anything we can do to help you. We appreciate it. White Whale Real Estate, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. And guys, really thank you for your support throughout the year. We're at 195 subscribers right now, so we're on a strong push to 200 subscribers.
A while ago, we were trying to get 100.
Yeah,
now we're at 200.
You know, we're slowly compounding year over year, so we appreciate you. If there's any videos that you'd like to see or anything else that we can do to help you out with, let us know in the comments below. We're always looking for new ideas in and around the greater New Smyrna Beach area, and wishing you all a happy 2023.
Happy New Year.